Hello everybody, I'm Helen Riddle. I'm an assistant head here and director of teaching and learning at St Dunstan's College, and I will talk through some tips today to help you with a holistic approach to your child's learning journey. My first tip is to try and encourage your children to aim for excellence but not perfection. We want to see students make progress but not feel really pressured in doing so. Around this age is when children can really start to compare to other students and to worry and become anxious about their work, which isn't what we want at all. One of the ways to perhaps overcome this is to identify questions that present learning as a journey rather than a final destination. So instead of asking your child, well, what mark did you get? It might be really helpful to ask, what did you improve on recently? That way, children can start to see the learning process as something that is incremental and building over time rather than a one-off event. My second tip is to help your children think of attention as something that is trainable. They will be working hard at the moment, and sometimes our attention can wander. It's really important that students know that distraction is a normal thing that happens. Ways that we can help this at home is to encourage your children to work in really short bursts, maybe just 15 minutes and then a short break, to keep areas where they're working really free of clutter, and to help them focus on where their attention is. One example we use in school is talking to students about attention like a torch in a dark room. So a great question to ask could be, well, where are you shining your torch at the moment? My next tip is to talk about the power of the word yet with your children. So if children are a little bit frustrated, they might say, well, I can't do this. And it's really great to try and reframe this as, well, I can't do this yet. And that makes struggle and challenge really normalised and actually something to be embraced. A great way of doing this is to introduce that word in the home when students are finding things difficult. To ask your child, well, if you can't do it yet, what is the first thing you could do towards it? And perhaps also to have some discussion about something that you have found difficult yourself recently, to normalise that idea of learning being something that we do throughout our whole lives. My next tip is in relation to coach-like discussions with your child. We have adopted a coaching culture at St Dunstan's, and it's shown to be really great for helping students move from dependence to more independence, to self-reflect and self-solve problems, which is what we all want our children to be able to do. There are two great things that we can try here. One is open questioning, so rather than rushing in with a solution, if your child is facing a difficulty, ask them, well, what's the first thing you could try? Or what did you do last time when you found something difficult? The second key skill with coaching is to be a really active listener. So if you see your child struggling to answer, just give them a little bit more time. No need to fill the silence. My final tip is in relation to what to do if everything does get a little bit overwhelming and your child needs a reset. That's really normal, but we don't want children to be anxious. One really great way of bringing any anxiety down is to focus on our breathing. All of our staff at St Dunstan's are trained in really simple methods like box breathing, and I'm going to demonstrate now how you could talk your child through that. So if your child is a little bit elevated, our box breathing practice could be like, okay, let's breathe in for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold at the top for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And then exhale like you're blowing out a candle for 4. And then hold at the bottom for 4. And by repeating that just 2 or 3 times, lots of anxiety, lots of tension can really be brought down.